after being found guilty on two misdemeanor domestic violence charges. Johnathan Majors has been fired by Marvel and will not star in any future MCU or Disney projects. Johnathan Majors had appeared in multiple MCU projects, including Loki Seasons 1 and 2 and Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. Johnathan played multiple variants of Kang, who was going to be the next big bad of the MCU. However, after the guilty verdict, Marvel cut ties with Johnathan Majors. The fifth Avengers film was being referred to Avengers: Kang Dynasty before the verdict. However, after the verdict, the film is now being referred to Avengers 5. This is big because now Marvel fans do not know where the MCU is going to go, since everything was setting up the multiverse and Kang's variants causing a multiversal war. There are two different paths that I see that Marvel can take going forward. The first path may seem easier in some ways, but very difficult in others. Marvel could try to recast Kang as a different actor. They could say that this is a different variant. This would allow Marvel to keep their original storyline, just with a different actor. However, Johnathan Majors did such a good job as Kang that it will be hard to find someone with the same mannerisms that Johnathan Majors had. There will also be many viewers that will be confused by the actor change. While that may be the easiest way for the MCU to continue, I think there's another path that would completely remove Kang from the picture. Marvel could use Loki's sacrifice in the Loki season to finale to minimize the Kang threat. You could say that the Kang variants fear Loki, since he sits at the end of time and controls their stories, or something similar. Another possibility is that Marvel can use is now that the TVA knows about He Who Remains variants, they could prune them all before it gets out of hand. Regardless of the way that Marvel removes Kang, if they remove Kang from the story, they could focus on a villain that many Marvel fans have been waiting for. This villain would be Doctor Doom. You could introduce Doctor Doom in the upcoming Fantastic Four film, and he could take Kang's place as the next Marvel big bad. The multiverse can still exist in the MCU. Perhaps Doctor Doom will find a way to traverse the multiverse and form alliances with other versions of himself and other villains, and possibly even some heroes turned anti-heroes. If you take this path, well, it takes care of the Kang problem without recasting. It may get very confusing for some viewers. It's a very difficult situation for Marvel to be in, but if they did follow the second path, they could make Avengers 5 and 6 a two-part story like Avengers: Infinity War and Avengers: Endgame. Or they could stick with their original story and just recast Kang, which is more likely, as it requires less work on Marvel's part.